Hey dear Cancer, I'm Empress Rose and welcome to your reading. General readings, take what works, leave what doesn't. Check your sun, moon, rising, Venus if you want. And if this reading doesn't resonate with you, that's a-okay. If it resonates with you and you would like, you can join me over on Vimeo and the link will be in the description box. I have this desire to do a traditional tarot spread here, and then we'll do a traditional tarot spread on top of that one over in the Vimeo, and each card will get a clarification. So, all right, I've already shuffled, so I'm cutting the deck here for you. Overall energy from the bottom of the deck is Knight of Wands, Cancer, fast moving, communication, maybe something a little bit rash, a little bit. Knight of Wands sits right on that cusp of what's reckless and what's brave and what's impulsive and what's intuitive, like right there. So could go either way. There's a skittish uncertainty to this Knight of Wands. It does have to do with messages, though. Usually my swords are about messages. Well, the knights are all about messages. Swords are about like truths and rationality and thoughts and ideas. And this is about a message, some sort of message coming in, maybe a spiritual message coming in for you. But yeah, I would say a little caution can come in quickly. The wands are, you know, if we're doing timelines and stuff, the wands are days, not weeks, not months, not years. Moving pretty quickly. Always want this knight to be tempered with a little bit of caution, like the least cautious, coming in like a wildfire. All right, or a wrecking ball, I think is the way it's talked about. All right, Cancer, past, present, inner landscape, what's at issue, environment, to-do list, possible outcome. I think Gemini got this possible outcome as well. So, all right, in your recent, this is a totally different deck than what I did with Gemini, but there's like, there's overlap. I love to see the same cards no matter what deck I'm doing, right? Because we're all part of some sort of collective experience at the same moment in time. So I love to see these themes woven through all of the readings. Two of Cups in your recent past. This is a deep connection. Hold on a second. All right, that overhead light was a little bit bothersome for me. I do not like harsh lighting. All right, Two of Cups. So some sort of heartfelt conversation or communication. There was genuine, honest sharing or an attempt at it. It may have lasted for several hours, may have just been, you know, a week that you knew someone or years. So there's just like a genuine connection and sharing of genuine, true emotions. So you have that in your past. You've met someone. This could be a kindred spirit. This could also be, generally with Two of Cups, I just really do see another person here. But sometimes it is about like a passion project or something that you really like, that really catches your eye and you feel like a call of destiny or something. Like there's something that really resonates with you. So we have a conversation here. There may have been some messages too. Some parts of this may be written or texted. There's a sense of nourishment. A sense of, it has the timeout. It was a timeout of time. It was like something away from ordinary life. I keep thinking like a summer romance. Man, when I was a teenager, I always wanted a summer romance, but those things are written, that never happened. And I think like the TV shows are written as like fantasies of adults of what like teen life actually was. Not quite that exciting. But anyway, that's what it kind of seems like. It may have had that feel to it of a time, you know, a parenthesed amount of time. It doesn't go on and on, but a parenthesed amount of time where there was some sharing and some love and some connection, at least connection here. So in your current situation, you have King of Coins. This could be an earth sign. This is a leader of some kind, but this leader is very careful. This could be you or someone you're dealing with. It's not specific in this role, but it's probably a person that's currently in your life, or maybe you met and this is the person. They're a planner, they're an organizer, they invest carefully. They're the opposite of this Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands is possibly all talk, no action. And this King of Coins is a quiet, steady action with real world results. So this person has invested their time, invested their money. They can be a businessman, a successful businessman, a successful business person. Oh man, those subconscious teachings are definitely in there. So this could be a very successful business person, someone who's a leader who you're looking to for maybe some guidance. They would definitely be, and this could be you too, in more of a mentor role, showing someone how to carefully achieve something. But the King of Coins is a person who, male or female, who has carefully achieved and accomplished quite a bit. They are very successful. If you are the newbie here, this would definitely be someone to be listening to. Definitely someone whose advice I would take. Very solid. We'll see what the rest of the reading says, but this is a very solid person. Not rash, not impulsive, right? This is possibly a lot of impulsivity here. And this is like no impulsivity. In fact, if he could be improved a little bit, he might be a little bit impulsive from time to time. That would be, cool. So in your inner landscape, you have strength. So something is really testing your strength, and you may not feel like you have the strength to endure something. Like this King of Coins looks so solid. Oh, I see. But maybe they're not. Maybe they could be. Maybe they could have been solid. Maybe they are a leader and are technically successful, technically like older, successful, whatever. But the rest of this reading, actually, I should have looked at that. Like it has some questionable characters here. So because this strength card is alerting me to this fact that this person who may have presented as solid, successful, and sure, for some reason, they, a sure bet, a sure thing. For some reason, this is really testing your strength. Maybe your strength is in patience. Patience, and endurance can be part of this strength card. Not sure you have the patience, not sure you can endure something. There's a sense of inner strength. There's a sense of perpetuity here. The strength card only shows up when we're wavering, when we're lacking strength. This is sticking with something. And so that could connect with this King of Coins, because this is a long-term investment. And this is maybe you wondering if you have the patience, if you have the stick-to-itiveness, if you have the perseverance to be able to stay with something. So you may be contemplating quitting something, or contemplating, there's a sense of not sure you can't not quit. Having doubts in yourself and your own ability to do something, to have the strength, and maybe having a fantasy of quitting, but refusing to quit. And this could be like one of the first times you haven't quit. Sometimes when things come very easily for people, it can be shocking to come to this point where quitting is the easy answer, or quitting, where something's more challenging or takes longer for you to learn than you're expecting, than you've ever experienced before. So then it can create this oh, well, I should just quit that because everything else comes so easily, when in fact it's like a challenge, and it's a request from the universe for you to stick with something longer, rather than quit at the first sign of it getting hard. Because if other things have come so easily to you, it may be surprising to come up against a goal or something that you want that isn't coming easily, and your first answer may be like, oh, this might be a sign that I need to quit, when in fact it's not a sign that you need to quit at all. It's a sign that you need to stay with it, and you need to, the universe, the divine, is trying to build that skill, build that stick-to-itiveness. Because if you want to do this King of Coins stuff, if you want the long-term payoffs of long-term investments, you'd have to stick with something for a long time. And you're not sure that that's for you. You're not sure that you want to do that, or that you even are able to do that, stick with something for that long. I almost, to become that master. of something. So what's at issue here is the Emperor in reverse. I really hate the Emperor in reverse. This is a control freak. This is someone who, so hopefully that's not you. And I'm wondering if it might be sort of a dark underbelly of this King of Coins. Actually, why was I called to use this deck when another deck would have given me exactly? Anyway, I don't know, but we'll just, so this King of Coins could have a dark side to him, and that could be control. I can easily see the King of Coins, someone with that strength and determination and patience to be successful, also having some control issues. So although there's also the control issue person who's also impulsive and acts very irrationally in their pursuit of control. But this person's very, very rational, at least can sound very rational. So it could be the same person, or we could just be dealing with, or this person could be an antidote to this situation. You don't have a lot of power or control over a situation. So this could be a person who is very controlling. It could also be just a situation in which you don't have a lot of power, a lot of say, a lot of control. It could be you were assigned a mentor and you're not sure you like them. Yeah, they know what they're doing, but I'm not sure, I want to stick with them. Or you could have, like a teacher, you could have been assigned a professor or something that you didn't have any control over who you got. And they may be a little more demanding than what you're used to, perhaps, or what you have the time or energy for. So it's like maybe you connected with someone or something. You connected with like a career or something, and then you have this mentor who's very controlled and demanding. You didn't get much choice in it. You're not sure you can keep going, but you kind of have to, especially if it was determined for you. Or you could have a new boss that's difficult to deal with, but something was out of your control, and it might have been this connection to this King of Coins that you weren't allowed to determine that. There's something here that you weren't in charge of at all, and you kind of got thrown into a situation where you don't have a lot of control over it. You're the powerless one. So I'm seeing more and more that this King of Coins is not you. It's somebody you're interacting with right now that's playing a big role in your life. And you don't get much say in it. They're like a family member or a boss or something like that. And maybe you want to quit a situation, but you're not sure how, because you don't really have a lot of control. In your environment, 8 of Cups. So something may show itself in your environment, some way out, some way forward, some way to something better, something else that you want. Like maybe you see a new job offer, or maybe there's a new opportunity away from this that you're going to have more control over. Or this could be somebody else moving on. Like if you do have a boss that isn't pleasant for you, they could be leaving to get a better job or something like that, which is always strange. You're like, you're the worst one here. How are you getting the better job? Must be good at interviews. So 8 of Cups, someone, or there's something in your environment that presents itself as a better alternative than where you're at, as an improvement, and or someone else may be improving their life or going forward towards something that they want more than this. So so you could also be feeling very powerless with this reverse Emperor here, as someone moves forward and moves on, and you don't quite know how to handle that, and it's not your choice, it's someone else's choice. Your to-do list, which is really interesting to me. This is a hard message sometimes, but I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it because it does come up from time to time. 7 of Swords is what you're looking for an opportunity to do. So this is the card of avoiding conflict, especially conflict with this King of Coins, especially if you don't actually have a lot of power here or a lot of control here or a lot of say here. You may want to just avoid the conflict because this has you very powerless. If you genuinely are powerless, this is what the advice is. Shut up. Don't talk about it. Don't tell anyone your plans. Just move on with your life. Just keep going. This could also, if push comes to shove, this would be a card that would be about being okay with needing to be a little deceptive in a situation. And that's a hard message. I value truth so highly and communication so highly. But I do know that life does present situations in which obscuring the truth, lying, is the best option. And that's just, that was a weird lesson for me to learn in life, but it's a valid, right now, this reading is saying this is a valid choice. If you're dealing with someone who's very controlling, if you don't have a lot of control, if you're dealing with someone with a lot more power than you, the power dynamic may be such that your best bet is just to keep your mouth shut, continue doing what you're doing, or win, or getting what you want without direct conflict. So there's some sneaky behavior, and this is saying that that's going to be okay. Like, this is a possible valid option. Now, I don't see that in every situation. Obviously, I think it's so shocking to me when that comes up. I think it comes up like once every couple months as a valid option. But yet I know that there are situations in which that is literally the best option for you. You get to protect yourself. So maybe this is about wanting to do something rash, wanting to communicate rashly. But what you're getting here is permission to be sneaky, to obfuscate, and maybe even lie a little bit. Because you don't have the power, you don't have the control, you don't have the power. And there's someone with a lot more control and power than you have right now. And we like to engage in open conflict, but some people are not safe to engage in open conflict with. So you got to do what you got to do in order to get your way around that. This is also next to this 8 of Cups. This looks like if you have like something better, don't tell everybody your plans. Don't talk about it. If you're going to move on to something else, something that's more appealing to you, if you have a better option, don't talk about it. Just do it. Just go. You don't have to hash it out with this person, especially if you're not in the power position here. And if there's not an equal distribution of power, just slip out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, Stan. No need to be coy, Roy. Just set yourself free. That's basically what I see here. Possible outcome. Who cannot love this card as a possible outcome? The High Priestess. This is all, again, about secrets. So you're going to keep a secret. And I hate that message. It's so hard, but if the power dynamic is so intense and you have to sneak away from something. But the universe is keeping its secrets too. It doesn't tell you everything, does it? Doesn't tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about every event in your life. She has a right to keep her secrets. There's a plan here. She's got a plan. And if she were to tell you everything and tell you exactly what the outcome's going to be, you might either mess it up by going straight to the outcome, or you might mess it up by avoiding the whole situation altogether, although you are being, in a way, told to avoid the whole situation altogether. So she's here to say, I'm not telling you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not revealing the end result here. You have to go in kind of blind here and make your best guesses and your best choices and decisions about how you're going to handle this situation. And she does not want to tell you where this is all going. The High Priestess, about what can be tamed, what cannot be tamed, what can be known, what cannot be known. And to me, the High Priestess card is the tarot itself, saying, you know what, I am going to keep some of my secrets here. I don't have to reveal everything. I'm not obligated to reveal everything. I can keep some things very private. So, and then in a way, like, you're looking at that and like, okay, well, I guess I'll keep some private things too, because... but the 7 of Swords is about getting out of conflict, getting away from conflict, avoiding conflict, avoiding direct conflict. It's not just lying for lying's sake. It's not just being sneaky. But this is avoiding conflict with, see, the story about this card, as far as I can tell, is that there's supposed to be an open battle, an open exchange of ideas, and words and communication. There's supposed to be but if you're seeing that you're not going to win, like you go into the boxing ring and there's been some sort of mix up and the guy you're about to fight is like 3 times your size, feign a heart attack. Like, have to go to the doctor right away because something's weird, like, right? This is actually a really good metaphor for this whole thing, because there's something that's outside of your control. You didn't get a lot of say in. There's someone here who's quite powerful. And then you're like, well, I can't win this. I can't beat this person. There's no way I can beat this person by a straight, honest brawl, with gloves off, honest brawl here. I can't win this way. I can't win with just the raw material. So I'm going to have to get a little clever if I even want to just escape with my life, or, just get out of a situation. So this would be about like faking an injury or something like that, like just getting out of a situation that you can't win. So you can't win if it's direct because of the power dynamic. We have this messed up power dynamic. So this would be finding a way to at least just save yourself. So he's stealing the swords, right? There's supposed to be a big battle on the field. And instead of having the big battle, he sussed out his opponent and he was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to win the sneaky way instead of pretending I'm stronger and bigger than this other person like that. We're supposed to battle at dawn. Yeah, I'm just going to steal all their swords while they're, sleeping tonight because I have seen my opponent and I cannot beat them. So I'm just going to sneak away. That's what that is. So, all right. If that resonated with you, Cancer, you're welcome to join me over on Vimeo. And otherwise, I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.